Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have the BMW 2 Series Grand Coupe or the Grand Coupe. So let's quickly get into boot. So yeah, the boot is of decent size, 430 liters. You get a net with the owner's book here, and you get a first aid kit there. Here you get the spare wheel, a space saver spare wheel with some space and a toolkit. So it's a 125/70 R17 inch, really small. And the boot is practical, like you can fit big suitcases. 430 liters is good, and the warning triangle there as well. So let's quickly close it. So you have an integrated spoiler, which really it's a subtle spoiler. You can't judge it like that. BMW logo, black finishing here, 220D badging, as it has a 2-liter diesel engine. We'll come to that in a bit. LED tail lights, reverse, front and rear fog lights. And you get rear parking sensors, rear parking camera. This is the key. You get unlock, lock. You can open the boot and you can switch on the lights directly from the key. Then you get dual functional exhaust, a fake diffuser treatment at the rear. Then here at the top you get the shark fin antenna, a panoramic sunroof. Then the tire size is it's small, I guess. Yeah. 225/40 are 18 inches, alloy wheels, M badging here. This is the M Sport version. So you get front and rear disc brakes as well. Really good alloy wheel design. BMW logo, 5 lug nuts, body color door handles, piano black touch, piano black running on the corner as well. And you get body color door with turn indicators, M badging here with the 3 M colors, front parking sensors. These kidney grills finished in chrome and gloss black. These are functional. It opens when they need cooling. Here you have some different sort of treatment, LED lights. Then you have BMW LED written over here. So from the front, yes, it's a really good looking and striking car. No one can mistake that it's a BMW. But when you come to the side, you realize that it's a small car. It's around 4.53 meters long. So yeah, it could have been longer, but yes, it's an entry-level BMW, so you cannot expect much. Silver lining of door handles, power window switch, one-touch power windows, door pockets, decent size, and you get frameless doors as well. Okay, I'll just switch on the car and show it to you. Now getting in and out is a problem. Okay, the legroom and kneeroom is really good. Under thigh support is decent, I would say, because the car is quite low. And the transmission tunnel is little up, but yeah, 3 people won't be comfortable. Then let me show you the rear armrest with twin cup holders. The seat is comfortable. The headroom is really, my head is gripping the roof, so headroom is not good. You get rear AC vents with twin USB-Cs, and you don't get a handle here, but you get a hook. Maybe I'll show it to you. Okay, you don't get a hook as well. Okay, you get a hook, sorry. You get a hook. Then you get twin lights as well. As you can see, twin lights at the rear. So yeah, you will get height adjust for the seat belts. Now let's quickly get into a driver's seat. You get passive entry. Now you get the power window switches here. You get the speaker here. Good finish here. Lock on lock, central locking button, power window controls. You get electric adjust with memory function. You get manual adjust for the under support as well, kind of tight. You get the M badging on the steering wheel, as it's an M Sport version. You get the light controls here, front and rear fog light, front LED and rear LED fog light with LED DRLs, headlight leveler. So yeah, let's quickly get in. Okay, getting in, as I told, it's really a task for me. You get a driver armrest with decent size, and I think that's a USB or electronic parking with auto hold function, Eco Pro, Comfort and Sport. Then you have auto start stop system, parking sensors, traction control, the IDAS selector, 8-speed automatic gearbox, reverse neutral driving, manual and sports. You get the infotainment system, the touchscreen with Apple CarPlay, Bluetooth, navigation and stuff like that. You get paddle shifters. You get the control for the volume, voice command. This is for the cruise control. Now, this is the digital driver display or the multi-information display, as you can tell. This is the stalk for the lights and the stalks for the lights. You can control the infotainment system through this BC button. And this is the stalk for the wipers. Okay, let's browse to this. Let's keep the key away for a moment. This is the engine consumption, like how much you are consuming, the power and torque. G-force meter. Entertainment source, it will show the entertainment source. Then you have the fuel meter, the temperature meter. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's switch on the engine. So as you can see, the driver's display, the engine temperature meter. You can see the mileage, then it's showing the range, average speed average, then engine torque consumption, yeah, as I told. Then you get 2-zone automatic climate control. Let's see how the air conditioning works. Here you get the orange display, not the normal white display. So good silver finish here. The glove box is really good, big, soft touch material, so quality is not compromised here as well. 6 airbags, ABS, EBD, ESP, ESC, traction control. Then you get brake assist, a mirror with a light, the sun visor, and here you get a mirror with a light. You get the panoramic sunroof with twin lights here. Then let me just switch off the engine. Then, as I told, for the safety you get brake assist. Then you have the tire pressure monitoring system. So yeah, good in terms of safety. Then this is the iDrive controller. It's an 8-speed gearbox, as I told earlier. Then media, communication, navigation, car. Then let's get into car. You get driving information, journey data, sport displays, energy flow. So sport display, it will show the real-time consumption of your power and stuff. Then you have vehicle status. It will show your tire pressure monitor, engine oil level, battery is low, engine oil level. Just a minute. Service requirement, AdBlue is for the, just a minute. Then you have settings, say exterior lighting, driver assistance, displays, doors, vehicle access, interior lighting, climate control, key assist. Now this is for the ambient lighting, 6 colors. Just a minute. Then you get into car. Settings, tail lighting, door access, displays, driver assistance. The battery is quite low. Then your general settings, daytime, gesture control. You have gesture control as well. Let's get, I don't know, some disturbance of that. Drive mode, you have eco and sport, eco pro, exterior lighting, driver assistance. So a lot of controls here. Now let's get into the video. This is the volume control. You have gesture control as well. So yeah, audio quality is really good. There for the ambient lighting, as you can see, yeah, you get the strip there. Even here you get it. As you can see, at night it will go here, central locking. So the steering wheel is really good, and badging here really good, and the quality is also damn well. Cup holders, 12-volt charging socket, USB. I think this is the wireless phone charging, but it's quite narrow. And so let's just switch off the engine. Now let me show you the frameless doors. So this car gets frameless doors, which really look cool. The only problem is this. The rear window doesn't go all the way down. It should have gone, because you get frameless doors, so a coupe-like feeling, the sports car-like feeling. Oh, you have only one touch down, not one touch up for the rear windows. Okay, now you get the M scuff plate here while you enter the car. So now let's quickly open the engine bay. The fuel tank capacity is 50 liters and mileage by ARA is around 18.5 kilometers per liter. Now, hydraulic struts, insulation right here. So this is a 2-liter twin-turbo diesel engine by BMW, which produces 190 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. And there's a petrol as well. The 2-liter petrol engine with around 194 horsepower and I think it's around 280 to 300 Newton meters of torque. So yeah, performance of this car is really good. 0 to 100 around 7.5 seconds. The top speed is more than 200 kilometers per hour. And for the mileage, 18.5. So in the real world, you can expect, in the city, you can expect it around 10 to 12 kilometers per liter. At the highway, you can expect around max 14 kilometers per liter, not more than that. So the verdict on this car is the car looks really good. As you can see, BMW is written over here. So good attention to detail all over the car, and it really looks good in the blue color, the black color. You have different paint options as well. So the price of this car is around 47 lakhs to be precise. It has three options: the 220D Sportline, then you have the M Sport, then you have the 220i. So this is a front-wheel drive car, not the rear-wheel drive car like the 3 Series. So overall, if you are really looking for a driver-oriented car, this is the car for you, but not for the rear space. So thank you so much. Please do like, comment and subscribe. If anyone is interested in buying this car, please do let me know. Comment on YouTube and DM me on Instagram. So thank you so much.